What's up, 945 little friends? Today, we're going to discuss how we can all survive in this futuristic AI business landscape and how we can start an AI agency. We'll discuss things from educational perspective, business perspective, agency perspective, marketing perspective, as well as the financial perspective. This will be primarily conversational video, a quick background check on me. I've been running my agency for a year and a half now, and I feel like I am the only guy on YouTube who actually has an agency. Obviously, that's not true. I know there are people who are selling AI solutions. First, when I say run an agency, I mean actually selling solutions like every month, every few months, not just like build one thing for your uncle and then quit. Not like that. You have a lot of YouTubers, gurus, whatever, like Instagrammers claiming that they do make the money, but they don't share anything. Like, they come up with some random numbers on how they made like 100K, whatever, like billion K, like, but they don't prove and show you even the clients. I think I am the most open guy on this landscape. Again, maybe I'm not correct. Like, again, I'm exaggerating, but if you watch any of my previous videos, you see that sometimes I share the client, like the company names. You can go to my website and see the public case studies. You can contact these companies and ask them if we are legit. And I am not at the 100K. I am at around, $8,000 to $15,000 per month right now. First, it varies because we are primarily running cold emails as well as get referrals. So it's not super stable. Plus, I am don't have a huge network of people who I can sell these solutions to. And the referrals that I get are usually smaller companies. So, but I am proud that I don't think that I'm successful. I don't consider myself as a successful business owner or an agency owner. Obviously, I have other businesses, the e-commerce ones. I own a few e-commerce brands on Amazon. But from the agency perspective, I don't consider myself successful. And talking to hundreds of different businesses through cold emails, through the emails when they get referred to me, I don't understand why these dudes say that they, as you can see here, like this bro, and we'll talk about money. I don't have anything against him, but like here he says like he closed $132,000 deal. Okay, so again, I will exaggerate right now, but I would bet my whole net worth, which is not huge, that this is a fucking lie. Maybe there are dudes, Liams, the guys who have like tons of followers and huge respect in the niche, like huge respect in terms of from the little guys like us who are trying to build an agency. Plus, when he reached out to some companies, or when the companies reach out to him, they see that this is like the biggest guy in the industry, so he kind of has the respect. It doesn't necessarily mean that he has the best solutions on the market, but in terms of the brand, yes. So like maybe, but for this guy who has like 4,000 followers, I have like almost 1,000. First, I got like 0 clients from my YouTube. Also, I just cannot comprehend what company can like pay that much. Again, he says that if I remember correctly, like 20% revenue share. Who are the guys who trust this shit? Like, you need to be super dumb to think that you can come to the company, and obviously there's a growth operator model when you charge the rev share. Maybe it's valid for content creators, which are also not that dumb that they cannot do it themselves. Again, there are case studies and use cases for it, obviously, but I'm generalizing the thing. Like, do you really think that you can come to the company and say, hey, I will do this and you give me 20%? I don't care. So let's say I have an e-commerce brand called Taniri on Amazon. So you come to me and say, hey, Eugene, I will grow your Amazon brand by 50% in terms of the revenue by the end of the year, and you give me 20%. I would say, fuck you. Because it is like, there's no way, first, that you do that, because even if you are 10 times smarter than me, we are doing a lot of things that, like, you may do certain things that, you know, will improve the conversions, will improve the ads, ad spend, the ROAS, ACOS, but you're not gonna, like, 2x my business in the next year. Or if you have the tools, you will. So why come to me? Just go and start an Amazon business. There are, like, okay, so not millions. There are a lot of people with the money who want to start in e-commerce brands, like with real money that came from like offline industries. They can invest. Like, if you have this skill set, it's not as hard to get the money for it. Okay, anyways, so this is a quick introduction for this video. I think most of the people will just unsubscribe after this video, but I don't really super care. I mean, I do care. I want to become popular. I want to have 100,000 followers and tell how bad is this industry and like shit on other creators. Okay. Now, from the educational perspective, again, we already talked about it. There are a lot of videos. These are like, don't pay too much attention to these guys. These are some random screenshots that I did. But here's the whole problem with the educational perspective on the AI space and starting an AI business. Usually, these guys, okay, so either they do not make, like, there are a few things. Like, first, they do not make money with the agency, and they're just showing their info products. Second, maybe they do make money with an agency. For example, the bigger guys, I do believe that they have an agency, like some. So Liam's, like, there are two Liam's, I think. That's funny. Liam's AI, Liam. Okay, so there is Liam Otley and there is Liam Evans. Like, I do, like, I would say that they do have an agency, obviously, since why would you not have an agency when you have a huge income in traffic, right? But I think what they teach usually, like, for example, like, recorded a few, like, I like their videos in general. They're pretty informative, but it's not super helpful for the guys that's starting out, and it's not their problem. This is their niche, but the overall, like, spectrum of videos is not super informative to the guys that are starting out, because they share how they get the clients right now. And obviously, okay, so they also mention, yeah, so this is what we did at first, like, but it's not super clear. Again, I think I am the only person on YouTube in the AI space. Again, not the only, like, I'm generalizing. Please, guys, don't hate me in the comments, or do, like, whatever. There are some guys, I think, but, like, I cannot come up with someone in my head that share the actual strategies, how to get clients from nothing to the client in the AI space, and have an agency himself. Like, this is only me. Yes, obviously they are, you know, sharing, okay, so you can do cold email, you can do paid ads, you can do, you know, partnerships. Sure, but usually when they share this info, they don't, like, do it themselves. I do. You can go and watch my videos. I, like, share everything. And the only things that I am not open about are usually the exact, you know, scripts that I use in terms of the cold emails, as well as all the exact price. But, like, I would want to say that I do not share the prices, but literally in the previous video, I shared how much I charge for the prototype, for the demo, and for the final solution to the client that we build the, like, report generator based on the marketplace scraper. So, like, I am pretty open. And the problem with them is that they are not. And when you watch these videos, you say, oh, okay, great, like, they make the money, so it's cool, like, reach out to the businesses. But then when you need to start, so what do you do? So I think the AI education on YouTube is great when it comes to the technical things. There are a lot of great guys, especially the smaller YouTubers, that share their knowledges. So like something that I was doing at first, like, and I'm still do, and like I am planning to like record, for example, like one video just talking about the general like growing the agency or like making money, and another one is the technical one. But if you like scroll down, so like all of the videos are primarily and still are the technical ones. So, and I think there are a lot of guys on YouTube. So when you have a specific request on, okay, so how do I connect a voice flow to like a image generation bot, or how do I like do some make.com automation, like there are a lot of content. So I think on this side it's really great, but on the side which is more important, which is the making, like the actual like getting clients, there are not that much information, and especially with the offers, how to structure the offer. So it's not pretty clear, because now we come to the business perspective. So this guy's like the money. Few things about him. I have like the playlist on my channel, something like exposing gurus, and I at one time, it's not like they are scammers, but just reviewing the gurus videos and commenting. You can go watch. I think I have 2 videos, and I don't have anything against like money. I started to watch him like a year ago. Like I found him, whatever, and I think he has some like really good tutorials for beginners when it comes to the AI chatbot building, whatever. Like this is one of the most popular videos, but it's not relevant for me. So like, yeah, so some of the videos are great, but right now he started to shield this shit, I think, to just sell his something. I'm not sure if he's selling the info products or whatever. Let's actually check. Q&A, free resources, money, school. Okay, so yeah, school. Not sure what he's doing with his school. Whatever. Like, so nothing against him, but again, I already gave you my opinion about like this video. For the video where he says like, if I was starting a new AI agency from scratch, he usually, for example, he share a lot on, okay, like in every video he says, I documented my whole journey on my YouTube, but man, like in reality, you did not. Like, okay, so day one, so were you showing like the actual clients that you build the solution for, the actual like conversation with them? You can blur the names, but were you? So yeah, I see that you did the challenge 1 million, and I think you made like 10. That's good, 10 is really good. I'm not saying that you need to make 1 million, but even if you made 10, so did you share like the actual, not just the solution, but okay, so how you reached out to the prospect? And maybe if you're not a big YouTuber, so maybe you'll watch this video and comment under like this one in the comment section. So if you say that you do, I would be curious if you like show that like the proofs that these are the real clients. And if you do, awesome. If you don't, I don't trust shit online, right? So, and again, like this is just a few cents about the content. Anyways, so on this video, when I was starting, if I was starting a new agency from scratch checklist, so he mentioned that small businesses go all in AI. Not gonna comment on what he says, but here's my perspective. They don't. Like, it is fucking bullshit. I am like, he provides some like whatever reports from Goldman Sachs or whatever, Microsoft. Like, I am your reports. I am reaching out to thousands of real businesses, usually smaller or medium ones. I'm not the final truth when it comes to the research, but I did probably like 500 or whatever sales calls in the last 6 months, maybe more. I'm not sure. Whatever, like go watch my previous videos where I talk about the cold emails and my sales calls. So they don't care about AI. In the best case scenario, like the best case scenario is that they will tell you, and this is like, actually I had a client, not the client, the prospect, that I was talking on the phone. So I reached out to him through the cold emails. He said that he will get back to me. He said that he's interested. Let's hop on the call. I was following up with him like 4 times. He was ignoring me. Then I called him. And yeah, so we discussed and we scheduled the sales call. So he said that they created like, not the department, but what was the word? Like a group of people inside their like company to research AI and see how it's helpful. I don't remember the name that he mentioned, like how did they call the group. Anyways, so they are, these companies are actively researching, but I think they're like 100 million business, something like that. So this is a huge business. Even for like, when it comes to this video, even for them, if I do close these guys, I will probably sell them the solution for like 14, I think, from what I heard on their conversation when we had like we were talking for 30 minutes. They have actually they're working with insurance bonds, and it's very complex industry, so they would need to have very specific automations. And I think we would charge something between like $10,000 to $20,000. Maybe it is going to be the biggest client if I close him, because the biggest was 15K, not 100. And I'm not gonna say, hey, let's do revenue share. So this is not how it works. Anyways, so the idea is that these are the best clients that are already looking for the AI. It's like 0.001%. For the good companies, they heard about, okay, so AI, cool, let's actually talk, let's see. But they do not, like, they're not looking for it. They just think, okay, that's cool. And for the most companies, they obviously heard about AI, but they do not care. And when you, again, starting out, so why is this video, I did not watch till the end, sorry, maybe he shares some really good information, which I don't think so. So the problem is that, okay, so when you are starting out, when you hear small businesses go all in, so you will be excited and say, hey, sure, let's start this agency, let's do something. The problem is that, okay, so when you are starting out, you will, and we'll discuss it on the marketing side, so you will either cold or warm. You probably don't have the warm capabilities, so you will do the cold. And when you're doing the cold, you will, in 95% of cases, you will talk to the guys who don't want AI, don't think that it's valuable. And I even right now, I would say it's out of 10 people, maybe 3 are very skeptical because it's on hype. They tell, like, I get pitches all the time, every day, so I don't think it's valuable. And you can see, some of the screenshots from my guess what? When I provide the screenshots, I can prove that they're real, and they come from my front.com. Anyways, so like, thank you for reaching out, not in need of the services, not interested. So these are like the 8% of the replies that we receive, not 98. Yeah, so if the positive reply rate is 10%, so it's like not 98. Anyways, so these are like the kind of the most common replies. Also, sometimes like they pitch us the services and say, hey, would you work on the CPA basis, cost per action? So like if you get the clients, you get paid, obviously. What it means that they actually don't like trust that you will build the solution for them. It's going to be valuable, so they want to make sure that it brings the money, and then they'll pay you for it. Again, if you're starting out, it's really good thing, but I never, especially for the AI thing, I never worked on the CPA basis. Not because I don't think it's the valid source, just because I don't like it. I'll be honest. And Eugene, thanks for reaching out. We partner up with someone in the space already, so also like some of the replies saying that, okay, so we partner up with someone. So the idea is that I did not include the screenshots. I was not able to find it. People sometimes say that, okay, but I don't think that the AI is valuable. We get pitched it a lot. We are not interested. So all these things. So you need to be prepared to handle everything, like all these things. Obviously, you're not gonna, you can reply not interested and try to convince them. I was testing a lot of different ways, when they say, okay, so not interested, provide more case studies, say, okay, let's talk. So I know, but I see the value. So Usually it doesn't work. Like if we send like 50 replies to not interested, we probably get, 5 replies back, and 5 of them are usually not interested. Maybe 1 out of 100. So I just quit doing that. So the idea is that you need to be prepared, but when you do happen the call, usually the calls will be with the prospects that are trying to research the AI, not sure how it can be applied. So you need to be able to handle all these objections and all these things, and we'll talk about it on the marketing side later on. So now, from the agency perspective, basically we already discussed about it a few times on this channel, but you kind of have the agencies and like agents and the automations, ways to grow the AI business, right? If we're not talking about SaaS, so you can either sell agents or automations. I think, again, this is more for you. I don't think that you need to position yourself as an AI agents agency or AI automations agency. This is bullshit. You just an agency that integrates AI depending on the business use case. So what you need to start out, native English. Okay, so this is the most important thing. Guys, most funny thing, sorry. I am looking at the analytics of my YouTube channel, and I would be super curious to talk to the other YouTubers in the space, but I guess I will not, since I shit on all of them. Again, please pay attention. I do know there are great guys, and I am subscribed to them. Maybe at some point of time. I have a Twitter, so I sometimes, write the post and I mention them that I learned a lot of things from this guy, this guy, this guy. So I do give credits to them, and maybe I'll create another video where I will talk about the guys that I do trust and think that are valuable. So when someone will listen to this video, they'll think that I'm a fucking jerk. Okay, so I would love to talk to the AI YouTubers. If you are an AI YouTuber with more than 1,000 followers, please reach out to me in Discord, Eugene Kadzin, or X Eugene Kadzin. I would love to talk. I would love to see the stats and share the stats that I have from what I currently see. Let's see if we can studio YouTube. Okay, my studio. If I am subscribed, you don't have permission to view this page. Which account? Okay, yeah, so I think it's whatever. No, I don't have this account. Anyways, so basically what I was saying is that usually my audience is not from the US. So the English speaking audience is usually natively speaking 35%, so 20% are US, maybe 22% are US audience, 35% is like Canada, and other 5, let's say New Zealand or United Kingdom. So for you guys, you do not understand, I'm right now talking to the guys who are natively speaking English, you do not understand what edge you have. Again, there are plenty of use cases of the founders and the owners that do not speak English natively, but for the most part, from my experience, it is super important. That's why I think I have the very bad closing rate. When I would I think I hop on 100 or whatever sales calls before closing one client. You can go watch my previous videos. First, because I sucked at sales, and second, I think because my English was bad. Even right now, I talk to the camera for the YouTube every day, so my English kind of got better, but still, I do so many mistakes, and even people commenting under my videos saying that, well, Eugene, you need to be more concise, why you're going back and forth and not structuring the information properly. Because first, I do not want to read the script, and second, because I'm not a native English speaker, and it's hard for me to sometimes structure everything in my head. Same thing applies to the selling. And you can say, okay, so for the selling, you may want to follow the script. Yes, but for the most part, you will not talk about like the exact script. So you would need to handle objections. And it's not even that. It's more like when you will, let's say I called like the prospect yesterday for the company I already talked about. So when I hop on the call, and I think if they will hear some weird accent, they will think that I'm not serious. Guys, this is the truth. This is sad. Like, it is. But this is just the reality. You know, they think that the people in the US, in the UK, wherever, in the Canada, are more responsible. It's not like, again, I'm trying to format this thing in my head, but I think you got the idea. So like they're closer to them in terms of the location. It looks more reliable. I don't care what anyone says, but it's the truth. At least from my experience. I'm only talking about my experience. So I do think that if you cannot speak, don't like start this shit. If you do, like me, learn. There are apps where you can talk to native speakers, try to improve the English, or start, recording videos on your channel, whatever, and talk to yourself. So I think this is the only way, okay? Study 24/7, pretty understandable, because there are a lot of things that you don't know, and you will not know even when you close the client. So you would need to figure these things out pretty fast, but I think it's not a problem. Basic JS, JavaScript, I think it's a huge advantage if you have time. If you don't have time, don't start this thing. And we'll talk about the timeline later on. But I think for the basic JS, like the basic understanding of JavaScript is huge, huge. Because the times when you can sell a simple chatbot or a simple automation are gone. Again, disclaimer, there are people just selling some random chatbots, very simple ones, and have huge success. Not long term, probably have inbound leads, whatever. So you're not gonna sell chatbots, just the simple ones. So you would need to do some connections, some multi-agent workflows, and for it, you better to know like some basics of JS. Right now, yeah. So like Claude is great. For example, for me, I mean, if like let's say this is the highest level of JS you can know. So the basics are here. So this is the beginning. So I'm somewhere in the middle. So I don't even like know all the basics, but I have an advantage already on that I have like the developers in the team, which are not full-time, working part-time. Plus we have Claude, right? Claude can do a lot of things, but still, since I do have like at least some understanding of the structure, so I can, review the Claude code and kind of play around with it. Okay, so I think it's very important. Understanding of APIs, same thing. This is obviously more important. What are they? How to structure the calls? What are the headers, authorizations? What is the body structure? So all these things. It's very important, I think. It's not that hard to learn since again, all the information on YouTube. Plus, you will, I think, in 100% of the cases that you're going to sell probably connect to other third-party softwares. Money. Okay, so this is the... You will love it, guys. You'll love it. I think if you don't have anything, your income or money saved up, you should just quit or don't start the AI agency. Because when I was starting out, I was working 9 to 5, but not because I liked it, because I lost all my money due to gambling addiction. I already mentioned it a few times. So I was working at multiple jobs, actually. So when I was starting out. But what I was thinking is that even if I would have some money saved up, I would probably, if I didn't need to work 9 to 5, I wouldn't, right? So I would start an agency right away. But right now, with my knowledge, if I can choose like it doesn't mean that I must enjoy the 9 to 5 job. But if it's okay and you just don't completely hate it, or like you choose either this, and make like $2,000-3,000 per month, whatever, like that covers all your expenses, or you have like $10,000 saved up, I would all the time choose the 9 to 5, even if I have $20,000 saved up. So let's say that you have the money saved up for like a year of your living. The fact that when you work, like when you get the money out of your savings to live, to go, to pay the bills, to go to the groceries, it just put unnecessary pressure on your shoulders. And I don't think that this is the correct way to start anything. So either you have like too much money, or you need to work 9 to 5, or you work from your parents' basement and you don't really care. You don't have any bills, you don't have any family, you don't have any wife, whatever, kids, girlfriends, and you're just alone by yourself in the basement. Do whatever you want. So these are 3 ways. Okay, so again, I'm planning to record more videos on this topic. By the way, in the middle of the conversation, if you're still here, guys, I have a free resource hub where I share all of the like YouTube tutorials and like the templates from all of my YouTube tutorials, from voice flow to make the blueprints. So it's all available for free. Obviously this is like kind of how my resource hub looks. So when you open this thing, you see the video and you have all the blueprints, the code. So you have everything. Just first link in the description, go, whatever, and get it. Now, we already talked about this. For the marketing perspective, let's quickly, briefly talk on how would you actually start out. I have 3-4 videos on my channel where I cover these things, but essentially you have the cold and warm. For the warm, you have content and network. This is like this one, exactly this is how 99. So like, let's say there are 100% of YouTubers that talk about AI agency. 95% of them are fucking shit. They don't make any money. Okay, I'm betting my net worth. Second, 5% out of this 5%, so let's say 5% is now 100%. Out of this people, from the 100%, I think whatever, like 60-70% of them are getting the leads from here, from the warm traffic. So either it's coming from the content, which is very questionable, because again, from my experience, like I have 1,000 subs. You know why I'm trying to get to like 10,000 subs, besides the fact that I will sell you the courses or whatever and scam you on the money, and I'll like, and these are the jokes, but I will eventually monetize this channel, will sell you something, and we'll discuss it in the few minutes, I think. But the reality is that, like, besides that, I would want to get to like 10k subs to see if either I'm gonna get any inbound leads or not. I did get a few from like my videos. We'll see how it goes, but again, I don't think that these are the valid clients that are very serious. So not sure about the content, but for the network, it's really valid. And I think this is like, I talked to some, not a lot, but some agency owners and people starting out with the AI space. And from what I hear, when they, let's say, like ask me a question about like some technical things and I respond, I usually always talk to everyone and trying to understand what they're doing. So I see that a lot of them are, if they, I don't think that they're lying. These are just regular people. They don't have anything to sell me, so why would they lie? They have clients from their network, whatever, from their past work experience, from their previous clients, if they had an agency or they partner up with someone. So this is the most valid source, and I think if you guys have this, you will be in top 1%. So if you have an experience in one field and a lot of people in the field, so you can at least first learn all the basics, and then try to reach out to the prospects, try to get a sense, talk to them, sell to them something, maybe partner up with some agencies. Like, this is the best way. And from what I see, yes guys, I know when you hear that and you don't have it, it's very sad. And I didn't have that. I have a huge network of people in the e-com space, but not in the e-com, in the Amazon e-com, which is very niche thing. And not even Amazon e-com, but Russian-speaking Amazon e-com. So the Russian-speaking community. So again, like I do, but it didn't help me at all. Maybe it was some like legal stuff and companies, and like if I need a bookkeeper. So like there are, I know all these guys like designers, so like I kind of have pretty good network, but it didn't help me to get the first client or the second one. So it's pretty sad. And I know I'm just trying to give you a realistic perspective that I think the most people that gonna watch this video are like don't have it. So yeah, like it's sad, but it is the truth. People who have like these are the 1% of the people, and they will have much more. They'll much more likely to succeed than you. Okay, this is the truth, and than me. Now, for the cold outreach, we have the emails, DMs, calls, ads. Ads can be considered as cold. Again, people don't know anything about you. Okay, so you can do the retargeting or lookalikes. Okay, so like I don't think that this is the valid way to start, at least. Now, for the emails, DMs, and calls, guys, I have the videos on this channel, but I think these are like kind of DMs. Again, depending on the niche, like maybe you work with, you're automating things for the other agencies, which I'm not sure why would you. Maybe you have a very specific case study. So yeah, DMs kind of can work with the owners and like business owners that are actively online and are on like Instagram or like Twitter maybe. But yeah, so like I don't think that this is the valid thing for the most part. Calls and emails, these are the way to go. For the emails, obviously you need to have some money. I think if you're gonna planning to send 20 emails per day and have some success, unfortunately it's probably not gonna happen. You need to send like 500,000 emails per day and try to for like 2 months and see where it goes. And in order to do that, you need to have an infrastructure. To have it, you need to have some money saved up to invest. I again go watch my videos where I talk about where somewhere like SMMA get clients. No, this is the paid ads, whatever, somewhere here. Okay, so for the calls, you don't need any money, you just need time. And I think this is like the best way. But let's go back to the native speaker. Again, there are probably guys, they're successful guys and successful cold callers, not natively speaking with like strong accent, but I think the most successful ones are the actual native speakers. So, or not like even with some accent, but with an ability to explain information briefly, concisely, clearly, and all these things. Okay, so these are kind of the things. So if you ask me how you would want to start out and get your first client, emails or cold calls for 3 months straight, investing $500, you'll probably get something, even if you get one client for 2.5K. So you make 2K, and let's say whatever, 3 months, you divide it by 3, so you kind of got like $800 or whatever per month. So you may think that it's better to go and work on McDonald's, but this is like kind of the landscape of the market right now. I think again, you might get lucky, you might close like $6,000 clients, or you might close the client in the first month. But again, I'm just trying to like share generalized knowledge of and general experience that I have, whatever. Like why I cannot delete these things. Now, I think you got the idea on the marketing side. Now, for the financial perspective, so this is the Stripe screenshot. Guess what? This is not my screenshot. I try, like, if I would try to scam you, I can easily, like, guys, and this is going back into you believing all these gurus' screenshots. Even the screen shares and not the actual clients, the actual businesses that you can contact and verify, hey, is this guy worked with you? So like I can get, whatever, like I got this screenshot from some random Facebook group, and she'll, okay, so this is my company, I made whatever, like $3 million in 2020. Okay, so like find the screenshot for 2024. Or first, because I don't have Stripe, it was like blocked a while ago, so I'm planning to get one, so that's why I don't have it. But when I do, I can inspect element and try to, I think you know what the inspect element is, right? So you go to kind of Google Drive, whatever, and you can here, inspect element, and change anything and say that you made like billion trillion of dollars. The problem is that when they share so if you can inspect the element and change this number, but the graph will not be changed. So you can technically change the graph using the inspect element, but it's gonna be a hassle. So what I would do is create some random draft payments, and maybe it's not going to be reflected here, or if maybe it's going to be reflected here. I'm not sure. Like I was not active user of Stripe. Maybe if it would, like there are some workarounds, and I think there are, even right now, there are clones of Stripe that you can register, and like the fake accounts, and where you can get the huge whatever like balances that you want. Anyways, I'm not saying that everyone does it, but it is an option. So I highly suggest you to not trust shit online. Don't trust me, don't trust anyone. So, and from the financial perspective, I wanted to say how much you can earn. Again, like I'm like, from my perspective, again, I'm like $15,000 per month, and I am sharing the things, how much I make from certain things that I sell in my agency. So you can go watch any of these videos. Please, when you see something about $10,000, be very skeptical. $100,000, just like unsubscribe, like delete, turn off notifications from these channels, because this is hurting you. It is hurting your mental awareness of the situation. Like, this is not possible, even if it is possible. Not for you, okay? Not for you, and not, guys, please, okay? Please don't do that. So yeah, so this is what I wanted to say about the financial perspective. Now about the things I want to sell you. I don't. Guys, when people say that they don't have anything to sell, like, that's so funny. Like, there's a guy called Charlie Barber, and I was planning to record like a SMMA guru, whatever, exposing gurus about him. He has like a school community with, I think, 350 members for probably like $100. So like, he's making $30,000 with just school community. His videos were pretty, like, some videos are okay, good, some of them good. For the most part, 90% are a piece of shit with like some information for the people who has little or no brain. So, and like, he some video in the recent one, like, I watch all these videos because I'm trying to research the niche, obviously. He says, oh, I don't have anything to sell you, literally under, like, maybe the school is not under this video, but later on the previous video there's a school community. What the fuck? So even Alex Harmozy, which is all your favorite guru, he's legit, okay? So he's legit. I'm not saying he's not, but when he says that he has nothing to sell you, to the guys that watch my videos, okay, he has nothing to sell us, okay? So we're poor, but he has first, okay, no, I'm lying. He has school. He invested in school. Is in the fucking school title thing. It's not obviously the exact pitch, but he's promoting this thing. So he wants us to go to the school, start the communities, join, whatever. So he's kind of selling it. But okay, if it's not about school, he has like the his companyacquisition.com is acquiring the businesses, getting partner up with the businesses, and because of his content, so he has something to sell. It's just a different on a different level. So everyone has something to sell. When it comes to me, I'll be honest, I don't, and I was already mentioning it in my previous video. I don't like really see how I would grow much more the AI agency on the cold side. So where is it? Where's the video? So the video is somewhere, whatever, like how I'm planning to make $100,000 a month, whatever, like this. Where is it? This, my plan. So the idea is that I was so like I am at around, like, let's say 10k. So let's like average it down. So let's say I'm 10k. I do think that I will grow probably to 20k per month stably with just the cold emails. I'm trying to connect the cold calls right now. Maybe we'll try it and we'll share the results. But the idea is that I don't think that I can go with 200K or whatever just with the cold outreach. So then we have the warm for the content. But again, I'm recording the content, so we'll see where it goes. But I am, again, if you've been with me for a while, or if you watched this video for the like the whole time, which I don't think that you did, you'll see that I'm pretty pessimistic. Like, I am an what I call ambassador of pessimism. I'm not a like positive thinker, and it's pretty bad. And I do believe that this is probably why, like, one of the reasons why I'm still not at where I am. So I need to change my thinking, all these things. Yes, maybe, but this is how I view the world. So essentially, like, I'm pretty pessimistic with about the content. So I think for the most part, the people who gonna watch my content are you, the people who want to start a business, who want to start an AI, selling AI, maybe, you know, exploring, and very, very few people are actually the business owners, the valid ones. Again, they are not gonna watch this exact video, but maybe the technical ones that would want to do something like that for the business. So I will see how the content goes for the network. Maybe these are the referrals, but again, like, it's hard to grow that much with just the referrals. Again, I haven't been there, so I'm not sure. I don't trust shit. I don't trust Liam's. I don't trust all the gurus when they say how they did it, because when they say that they get huge amount of leads from the content, I don't believe it. So I see that they still sell info products. If I'll be honest, if I would make $100,000 for my agency, I would never sell an info product, I think. So the idea is that, but I still want to go there. So one of the ways is, again, grow this YouTube channel and then try to monetize the audience. So I will have, and right now I am selling myself. So I'm selling myself to you, that you think that I'm the only person who is fucking valid in this niche. I'm not billionaire, millionaire, but I'm the real guy. So I'm just sharing my things because I want to grow my audience. I want my audience to trust me. And then when I launch something, I want you to buy it. Okay, I do not want to launch something. Like, the problem is that if I would want to just launch the thing, make 100K and like done, I would probably launch just the simple community, whatever, like, or just the course. But the problem with these things is that it's not super long term. You need to like get the clients, the churn will be high, or you need to get the content, like post the content all the time, which I will probably still do, but like, it's just the, you know, the circle going back and forth. So you will cancel, then go back, and then sell you something. So going back and forth. So I want to have something more stable where I kind of provide the value, and the only value that I can provide for the people that are looking to the AI space is just my experience. But again, experience, I'm sharing my experience on the YouTube, but I have some ideas on like the actual things that will not will help, but will give you the, like, I'm not sure. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll probably launch something like that when I get to like a 10K subs or whatever. Because again, I can like. Don't you think that if I launch a school community right now, just a super fucking stupid school community for like $90, how many of you will subscribe? Tell me in the comments. How many of you? Like, okay, so I might get like 0 comments, but I think if I say, oh, okay, so I will teach you how to make exactly money, and I will promise you to get to 10K within 3 months, or you will do your refund, whatever. So I'll get like 10, 20, 30 maybe people, so I'll make like whatever, like $3,000. So I would better spend my time on the cold emails and get one client. So when I will launch something, it will be with an intent to, you know, to make like 20, 30K per month on the either retainer basis, or if it's going to be one-time payment on the recurring side, like the whatever. Like, there are some ways. So what I'm saying is that, like, I'm pretty open to like I am saying how it is. So if I am at, let's say, but by that time I go to like $15,000 to $20,000 with my agency, so why would I not launch another thing that will get me like $20,000, which is half of this money, and I will do what I like, just posting the content. Understand me correctly, I don't give a shit about you in terms of I like when people say I want to help people. Fucking bullshit. This is a lie. No one wants to help you besides your mom, your family. Said that mom is not a family, whatever. I think you got the idea. So your family, your brothers, sisters, your closest friend, maybe your wife and your dog. Maybe like one or two friends. That's it. No one else care. So again, I will provide the best thing that you can pay for because I want to build a long-term business and I don't want to scam you, not because I want you to be successful. I don't care. I don't know you, okay? Okay, guys, so thanks for watching this video. I'm not sure how long it took. I don't see a timer. Now, yeah, so first link in the description. It's for free for right now. Maybe I'll just monetize my resource hub. Who knows? First link in the description, my resource hub, as well as my newsletter. So I post usually once a week, whatever, like, or 2 times, sometimes Wednesday, but usually it's Sunday. Just my thoughts, just my experience, maybe how the week went. Yeah, so just additional content if you need it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.